Hello and welcome to the Momentum Ministry Partners podcast. In our fellowship of Christ, our leadership in the local church, and in our parenting of the children entrusted to us, we all seek forward momentum. This podcast is designed to provide that momentum in our God-given roles of leadership as we partner together to equip today's Christian leaders for tomorrow's opportunities. My name's Eric Miller, and I have with me Katie Cole. Katie is our Executive Director of Leadership Development. She is new to our staff. She's got her merch all on. She's decked out in her Momentum Ministry Partners pullover and her hat. Probably the two pieces of merch that you own at this point. So, Katie, welcome to the podcast. We're wrapping up season 1.
Yes, Eric, it's great to be here. Hey, everybody. And gosh, what a great first season. It has been, I think, both super insightful and equipping to people, but really our numbers have taken off in the last couple months. You guys have done a great job really hitting on some hot topics and equipping parents and leaders to really help raise up this next generation. So it's awesome.
Katie, I'm literally pulling up our podcast episodes right now. We, in this last year, so since September 13th, when we started season 1, we've now done 30. This will be technically 37. We're just going to call this an update, I think. But we've done 36.
This is our wrap up.
Yeah, it's a season wrap up. But we've done 36 episodes. It's been fun to see that these episodes are like we're scratching an itch. When I look at the analytics of our episodes, each episode is downloading between 200 and 300 listens. So thank you to our listeners. Thank you to those of you who are watching these videos on YouTube. But most of all, we're excited as we look forward to season 2. So new episodes will release in September again. We're going to take, this will be our last update for the month of July. We're actually in a fun place. Why don't you tell our listeners a little bit about where we're at? What's going on?
So right now we are at Momentum Youth Conference, coming to you live, at least live right now. Yeah. So we have kids arriving on site here over today. We get rolling tomorrow. So if you are here, we actually want you to come and stop by. We are expanding sort of the podcast into that leadership development realm. And so stop by and say hi. You can wave to us through the window. If you've got a leader that you feel like needs to be known by the Momentum community, please let us know about them. We'd love to interview them.
Sure.
And it's going to be a really fun week.
Yeah. And look for yourself when these episodes are released in September. Go to our YouTube channel and watch these videos because you might see yourself walk by like these people are about to do. We're hanging out
This could be your 15 minutes.
Yeah, we're hanging out here. We're right outside the dining commons. Our Momentum booth is literally right down the hall from these doors. So come talk to us. Come say hi. Come interact with us. We're going to be interviewing some of our speakers, some youth pastors. We'll do a whole bunch of episodes that'll all release in September for season 2. Now, I have the cat. Can I let the cat out of the bag on this a little bit?
Yes.
So in addition to me being the primary host, Katie is actually going to be another host of our podcast. So you'll be getting to hear and learn from her a lot more in addition to me. Jeff will still be on the podcast as long as he can keep a tight rein on saying inappropriate things. So we love Jeff. We love having him on the podcast. It'll be awesome to have him on as well. And throughout the week, we'll be talking to more leaders. It's going to be super fun.
Now, if you're new to the podcast or you haven't really caught up on all the 37 episodes, what would you say are the top 2 or 3 episodes from this last year? Biggest number of downloads, the most buzz on social media. What's the can't miss episodes from season 1?
Analytically, the top 2 episodes far and away are the gender pronouns episode.
That is such a good one.
Phenomenal conversation there. So Jeff did a fantastic job. I know Jeff and I have both had multiple follow-up conversations. I've even met with a couple churches and their leadership team to talk through that, like extending that conversation.
It's a tough issue, and it's one that I think most people have kind of a question mark or deer in the headlights. How do I even get started in this? It's super equipping. It's easy to understand, and it is a conversation starter really for anyone. If you're in leadership, if you are a Christian who's working with students in any capacity as a coach or a teacher, if you're a parent, it's really kind of like, in my mind, it's don't miss this episode. We'll probably be revisiting that a lot even this year.
For sure. Maybe even this week.
We probably will be.
We probably will. One of the other ones, the second one is women in ministry. And so, Katie, that's a big deal. We kind of I think we had a listener submit a question, should women be in ministry? And so in that episode, we talked through that, yes, women should be in ministry. I'll just go ahead and say that. But what was the biblical framework for that? What does that look like? And so that's a phenomenal episode. I think actually our third most downloaded or listened to episode is the Prepared Parenting episode.
Interesting.
We did one specifically for parents that have pre-teenagers. Like, what do I need to know? Youth culture is scary. Yeah. Social media is crazy. My 8-year-old is begging me for a cell phone and Instagram and TikTok and all those things. And so we kind of helped think through that. What guidelines should you put on that? So our Prepared Parenting one, go back and check those out.
Yeah, I think also one that's trending now, it's one of our more recent episodes, is on anxiety and depression, which I think is just such a critical topic in today's world for everybody coming out of the pandemic, re-emerging into life. I mean, we're back here at conference. We've been not like this for a couple years now. And I think we said, what percentage of students have not been to conference or a summer activity like this?
We're actually pushing now 2,000 students and adults that will be here, which we love.
Yep.
But 75 to 80% of the student population that will be at Momentum Youth Conference have never been here before.
Yep.
Love it.
And so those are new experiences for kids that they haven't really been away from home or haven't traveled without their parents. And so that combined with just sort of what we've gone through the last few years, this is a really hot topic, anxiety and depression, and important for adults to be leaning into that conversation with the kids, whatever capacity, again, you're leading them with. So that's another great one that I think will be good to listen to. I know we'll be talking about that more as well.
For sure. Yeah, we actually have 3 episodes on that. One of the very first episodes that Jeff and I did, we kind of scratched the surface of anxiety and depression. And then we had a Pastor Dale Henneman, who's a counselor. He came on and we did a 2-part, how do you identify anxiety and depression? And then he actually did another one on like, how do you overcome and find help in that? So those are really probably our top 5 at the moment. Yep. We also did one with one of our speakers who's going to be here this week. In fact, Pastor Corbin Hogue is kicking off the whole week youth conference. He's speaking Tuesday night. And by the way, if you're listening to this right now, and it's the week of, what is the date today? July 18th through the 24th. You can go on our social media. We're going to be live streaming all of our sessions on our YouTube channel. It'll be live streamed on Facebook. You can find the link to that on our website, buildmomentum.org. So super excited about that. But Tuesday night in our main session, Corbin Hogue is going to be coming and communicating the gospel to us, helping Jesus make sense to all our students right out of the gate.
For people who don't know Corbin, give us a little background.
Yeah, Corbin is he's a church planner right now in Nicholtown, South Carolina. He's planning one community church there. He is an amazing visionary leader, but he brings the energy to the room wherever he goes. So he is going to be a phenomenal communicator. Our students are going to love him. He understands culture. He has a heart for ministry, but above all of that, his heart to love and serve the Lord and point people to him is phenomenal. Yeah. So Corbin, we want him to come share. Corbin did 2 episodes with us. He did one on overcoming racism. And we talked about it. How do you do that as a church? How do you do that in your community? How do you have a mindset where like you're even sensitive to those things when you see it? But then he also did one on leveraging social media. And that was one of my favorite conversations of this past year because Corbin knows and understands from a ministry perspective, how do you make use of social media for your ministry context, knowing that it's like the new front door of your church.
Mm-hmm. It's an important tool that we kind of each, and everyone's got their own sort of unique way of doing it. So those are some of the episodes that we recommend you look at. And obviously, we really listen to your feedback. So we want to make episodes and address topics that are really on the forefront for you. So please give us feedback, send us a text, reach out to us on social media. We really are here to serve you. So we want to know what's most important.
Yeah, our heartbeat for Momentum Ministry Partners Partners is really, we wanted the name ministry and we wanted the name partners to be in our organization name because we want to be ministry partners to the local church. Our bottom line goal is to help partner with local churches to help provide ministry equipping opportunities. So if there's any way that we can serve you, please let us know. Email us at info@buildmomentum.org is our email address. Send us questions. If there's topics you'd like us to talk about in season 2, we're happy to do that. We're happy to reach out to some leaders or professionals in that area and cover those topics. We'll be doing a lot about that even coming up in season 2. We're branching out a little bit, talking to maybe some marketplace business leaders. How do you point people to Jesus in the secular world, in the work world, in your school setting? I'm super excited about it, Katie.
It's been a great first season. Yeah. Thank you all for your support, for listening, for forwarding it to your friends. It's been a really great first season as we take a few weeks off to do some production work and re-rally for our season 2, which will come in September. We're excited about what that's going to bring.
Yeah, if you're at youth conference this week, come say hello. Don't be shy. Come talk to us. Don't do anything weird in the window, though. Just saying. Good?
Yeah.